This year, for my birthday, we are going to Disney and Universal. I know, how exciting. Isn't that exciting? I'm so excited. So let me restart. Okay, everyone. My name's Jessica. I am the Wayfinder mom. Welcome. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. That would be great. So, like I said, going to Disney and Universal for my birthday. Okay, so my birthday is in June. And first, really, this all started with a cruise. It was supposed to be a cruise for myself and my daughter's father that we were going to go on a cruise together. We went on a Disney trip last year, and although he's okay with a Disney trip, it's really not his thing. He has really been dying to go on a cruise, and I've never been on one. So I was like, okay. I found this last summer for my birthday this year. I said, Disney has the Wish sailing. So for my birthday, we were supposed to go sail on the Wish for just 3 nights, 3 night Bahamian cruise. You know, it was going to go to Nassau and then Castaway Cay on my birthday. And then we were going to sail back to Florida and fly home. So then a couple months after it, I was like, you have to fly to Florida to sail from Port Canaveral to the cruise, or to get on the cruise to sail. So we may as well, since we're flying into Orlando, do a couple nights at Disney, right? And then he was like, oh yeah, that'd be great. We can bring my sister. She's never been. She wants to go to Disney so bad, right? So here we go. We've got these whole plans. We invite his sister, 3 nights. We're bringing her to Disney, not the cruise, but Disney. She's excited. We make all the plans. We do the itinerary. Well, things change, plans change. He's no longer coming. So because I was going to do the cruise with him, I would much rather go to Harry Potter World. I've never been. I've never been to anything Universal. Now, mind you, big Disney fan. There's like a spoken, unspoken Disney Universal rivalry. I don't know. I feel like Universal steals a lot of Disney's ideas, but I know a lot of people do it. It's just my own opinion. I won't get into it here. Anyways, never been to Universal. So I've always wanted to see Harry Potter World. So my brother came over this weekend and was like, Jess, he's been contemplating going. So, all right, let me back up. Before I get to this part of the story, let me back up, right? So that's how the trip originated. The trip originated with a cruise and then us bringing his sister to a couple days, or to Disney for a couple of days, because she's never been and I really just want to bring her. So that's how the trip started. It evolved. My dad in late fall got diagnosed with lung cancer. So my dad is the reason that I love Disney. He's the reason that I feel emotionally and personally connected to Disney and Disney World in general. They're the ones that brought me to the movies. I have the memories of going to see all those movies like Lion King and Toy Story and many others when I was a little girl. And I remember going to Disney World when I was a little girl and how excited I'd get. And my dad, he just gets so excited. He lights right up. He becomes so animated. He'd get us all ramped up. So, and his dad, so let me go even further back than that. His dad brought him to Disneyland, not Disney World, but Disneyland when he was a little boy. And then not long after that trip, my dad's dad died of lung cancer. So kind of brings it full circle, right? I never got to meet my grandfather. He brought my dad to Disney. That's why my dad loves Disney. My mom brought my dad to Disney when she was pregnant with me, and then they brought us many times. He's like a little kid again all over at Disney. Well, anyways, he recently got diagnosed with lung cancer. And to make a long story short, he was able to have surgery and is now in remission. So he's doing really well, physically well, breathing well. And because of that, I offered to also bring and pay for my parents to go on this Disney trip with us, right? That we're bringing his sister on. So now, since he's not going on the trips, he doesn't want to go to Disney, and that's another whole other story. Anyways, so we're not going on the cruise. I'm not going on the cruise. So my brother came over because he was toying with going because my dad's going now. My brother came over this weekend and was like, Jess, listen, hey, why don't we screw the cruise, right? Why don't we go to Universal for those couple of days, And so I was like, well, that would work because it's the same amount of time I plan to take for the Disney trip and the cruise, right? So no more extra vacation. There's no extra vacation days for me. It would have been the same amount of time. Instead of going on the cruise, I'd just be going to Universal and staying at Disney. So we've revamped the plans. Now I've canceled the cruise. The cruise is canceled. It's done. It's a done deal. I have offered Josh's seat or tickets for Disney to my sister, who cannot at this moment afford to take money out of her budget to go on a Disney trip and leave her children. So she can find babysitting coverage with with her children's father, my kid's uncle, and with grandparents. So they can help babysit and watch the kids, but she's just got to make sure that everybody's schedules are good and it can be covered and everything's, and she can take the time off of work. So I offered those tickets to her so she can go, and that would complete our immediate family. I would still keep the same itinerary that I worked with Amber on, Josh's sister. She's still going. I just need to find out if she wants to go to Universal as well. Kelsey and her, my sister and his sister, the only ones I don't know if they want to go to Universal. Other than that, I know that my brother, his boyfriend, and my parents were all going to Universal. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. So that's the really big news that I had to share with you. There will be lots of content coming up on planning both of these trips. I'm going to be planning the Disney aspect and the Universal aspect. Now, I'll be staying at Disney the entire time. We won't be staying on Universal property. We'll just be staying at Disney. Same hotel each night, every night. We're just going to be going to Universal, probably private transportation from Disney property. So that's how I'm going to be planning the trip. If that interests you, stay tuned. There's going to be lots and lots of planning. I'm a prepper and a planner, so there's going to be lots of videos on all this stuff. Just keep your eyes out, guys, okay? Yep, that's it. Just wanted to share all that happy news with you guys. Feel free to ask questions, leave comments. Let me know what you want to see. Are there specific things that you want to see for Disney? I'm doing lightning lanes. I'm buying multi-pass and individual. We're doing all of the parks, although we won't be spending a lot of time in Hollywood Studios and probably not as much in Epcot. I don't know. We're gonna see how this goes. We're planning it based off what somebody wants to do who's never been there, and I've been there a bunch of times. So either way, it's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be so much fun. But thanks for watching this video with me and sharing my excitement. I appreciate it. And I know I said it in the beginning. I'm gonna say it again. If you liked this video in any way, shape, or form, like the video, hit the thumbs up button there, and hit subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks for being here. I'll see you next time, guys. All right. Bye.